Right, so this is my build. It's a platformer. You have to collect these skulls while avoiding the spiders, otherwise you'll get a game over like that. So let me show you. If you fall off the world as well, you also get a game over screen. And here is a lift. So here in the player blueprint, we have minus score as a custom event, which is score minus value equals the new score, the new value of score, sorry. And then if we go to the skull blueprint, when we overlap with the player, we play a sound effect, cast to that player, and run this minus score event. And we have value set as 1, and then we destroy the skull, because the idea is you have to collect all the skulls to win the game. Then we have our score variable here, and we check to see if it's 0 or less, because if it is, we set skulls collected to true and create the win menu by creating the win widget, promoting it to a variable so that we can reference that here, and then we add it to our viewport so that we can see it, get the player controller and show the mouse cursor so that we can interact with it, and set the UI mode only so that we can navigate it and pause the game. When the player collides with one of the spiders, we have the same script essentially, but instead we're using the game over widget instead. This is also the case for when the player falls off the map and dies by falling off the platforms. We also use this on the event begin play within the player blueprint to create the start menu, as well as for the pause menu when pressing E. When we want to close a menu, we basically do the exact opposite. By, instead of setting it to UI only mode, we set it to input mode game only, so that we can only control the characters and not navigate the menus. We hide the cursor this time, unpause the game, remove the widget entirely, and then here, because this is the start game button, we also call the HUD, which is never hidden, and we play a sound effect. Okay, so here we have LU custom event for lift up, and LD custom event for lift down. So lift up is essentially the start position, and then lift down is the end position, and we want this to sort of loop back and forth. And so when it's finished, it comes up here and runs the other one, so it's looping, and then this here is sort of determining the locations that the actual starting and ending location of where it needs to go. So if I go into here and click on a lift, where I have placed the sprite is the start position, and then this sort of move diamond is the end position of the lift.